The Book of Zechariah. Zechariah chapter 1. In the 8th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, the word of the Lord came to the prophet Zechariah, son of Berechiah, son of Iddo, saying, The Lord was very angry with your ancestors. Therefore say to them, Thus says the Lord of hosts, Return to me, says the Lord of hosts, and I will return to you, says the Lord of hosts. Do not be like your ancestors, to whom the former prophets proclaimed, Thus says the Lord of hosts, Return from your evil ways and from your evil deeds. But they did not hear or heed me, says the Lord. Your ancestors, where are they? And the prophets, do they live forever? But my word and my statutes, which I commanded my servants the prophets, did they not overtake your ancestors? So they repented and said, The Lord of hosts has dealt with us according to our ways and deeds, just as he planned to do. On the 24th day of the 11th month, the month of Shebat, in the 2nd year of Darius, the word of the Lord came to the prophet Zechariah, son of Berechiah, son of Iddo, and Zechariah said, In the night I saw a man riding on a red horse. He was standing among the myrtle trees in the glen, and behind him were red, sorrel, and white horses. Then I said, What are these, my Lord? The angel who talked with me said to me, I will show you what they are. So the man who was standing among the myrtle trees answered, They are those whom the Lord has sent to patrol the earth. Then they spoke to their angel of the Lord who was standing among the myrtle trees. We have patrolled the earth, and lo, the whole earth remains at peace. Then the angel of the Lord said, O Lord of hosts, how long will you withhold mercy from Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, with which you have been angry these 70 years? Then the Lord replied with gracious and comforting words to the angel who talked with me. So the angel who talked with me said to me, Proclaim this message. Thus says the Lord of hosts, I am very jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion, and I am extremely angry with the nations that are at ease. For while I was only a little angry, they made the disaster worse. Therefore, thus says the Lord, I have returned to Jerusalem with compassion. My house shall be built in it, says the Lord of hosts. And the measuring line shall be stretched out over Jerusalem. Proclaim further, thus says the Lord of hosts. My cities again overflow with prosperity. The Lord will again comfort Zion and again choose Jerusalem. And I looked up and saw 4 horses. I asked the angel who talked with me, What are these? And he answered, These are the horns that have scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem. Then the Lord showed me 4 blacksmiths, and I asked, What are they coming to do? He answered, These are the horns that scattered Judah, so that no head could be raised. But these have come to terrify them, to strike down the horns of the nations that lifted up their horns against the land of Judah, to scatter its people. Zechariah chapter 2. I looked up and saw a man with a measuring line in his hand. Then I asked, Where are you going? He answered me, To measure Jerusalem, to see what is its width and what is its length. Then the angel who talked with me came forward, and another angel came forward to meet him, and said to him, Run, say to that young man, Jerusalem shall be inhabited like villages without walls, because of the multitude of people and animals in it. For I will be a wall of fire around it, says the Lord, and I will be the glory within it. Up, up, flee from the land of the north, says the Lord, for I have spread you abroad like the 4 winds of heaven, says the Lord. Up, escape to Zion, you that live with daughter Babylon. For thus says the Lord of hosts, after his glory sent me, regarding the nations that plundered you. Truly, one who touches you touches the apple of my eye. See now, I am going to raise my hand against them, and they shall become plunder for their own slaves. Then you will know that the Lord of hosts has sent me. Sing and rejoice, O daughter Zion. For lo, I will come and dwell in your midst, says the Lord. Many nations shall join themselves to the Lord on that day, and shall be my people, and I will dwell in your midst. And you shall know that the Lord of hosts has sent me to you. The Lord will inherit Judah as his portion in the Holy Land, and will again choose Jerusalem. Be silent, all people, before the Lord, for he has roused himself from his holy dwelling. Zechariah chapter 3. Then he showed me the high priest Joshua standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan standing at his right hand to accuse him. And the Lord said to Satan, The Lord rebuke you, O Satan. The Lord who has chosen Jerusalem rebuke you. Is not this man a brand plucked from the fire? Now Joshua was dressed in filthy clothes, as he stood before the angel. The angel said to those who were standing before him, Take off his filthy clothes. And he said to him, See, I have taken your guilt away from you, and I will clothe you with festal apparel. And I said, Let them put a clean turban on his head. So they put a clean turban on his head and clothed him with the apparel. And the angel of the Lord was standing by. Then the angel of the Lord assured Joshua, saying, Thus says the Lord of hosts, If you will walk in my ways and keep my requirements, then you shall rule my house and have charge of my courts, and I will give you the right of access among those who are standing here. Now listen, Joshua, high priest, you and your colleagues who sit before you, for they are an omen of things to come. I am going to bring my servant, the branch. For on the stone that I have set before Joshua, on a single stone with 7 facets, I will engrave its inscription, says the Lord of hosts, and I will remove the guilt of this land in a single day. On that day, says the Lord of hosts, you shall invite each other to come under your vine and fig tree. Zechariah chapter 4. The angel who talked with me came again and wakened me, as one is wakened from sleep. He said to me, What do you see? And I said, I see a lampstand all of gold, with a bowl on top of it. There are 7 lamps on it, with 7 lips on each of the lamps that are on top of it. And by it there are 2 olive trees, one on the right of the bowl and the other on its left. I said to the angel who talked with me, What are these, my Lord? Then the angel who talked with me answered, Do you not know what these are? I said, No, my Lord. He said to me, This is the word of the Lord to Zerubbabel, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. What are you, O great mountain? Before Zerubbabel you shall become a plain, and he shall bring out the top stone amid shouts of grace, grace to it. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, The hands of Zerubbabel have laid the foundation of this house. His hands shall also complete it. For you will know that the Lord of hosts has sent me. For whoever has despised the day of small things shall rejoice, and shall see the plummet in the hand of Zerubbabel. These 7 are the eyes of the Lord, which range through the whole earth. Then I said to him, What are these 2 olive trees on the right and on the left of the lampstand? And the second time I said to him, What are these 2 branches of the olive trees, which pour out the oil, through the 2 golden pipes? He said to me, Do you not know what these are? I said, No, my Lord. Then he said, These are the 2 anointed ones who stand by the Lord of the whole earth. Zechariah chapter 5. Again, I looked up and saw a flying scroll. And he said to me, What do you see? I answered, I see a flying scroll. Its length is 20 cubits and its width 10 cubits. Then he said to me, This is the curse that goes out over the face of the whole land. For everyone who steals shall be cut off according to the writing on one side, and everyone who swears falsely shall be cut off according to the writing on the other side. I have sent it out, says the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter the house of the thief, and the house of anyone who swears falsely by my name, and it shall abide in that house and consume it, both timber and stones. Then the angel who talked with me came forward and said to me, Look up and see what this is that is coming out. I said, What is it? He said, This is a basket coming out. And he said, This is their iniquity in all the land. Then a leaden cover was lifted, and there was a woman sitting in the basket. And he said, This is wickedness. So he thrust her back into the basket and pressed the leaden weight down on its mouth. Then I looked up and saw two women coming forward. The wind was in their wings. They had wings like the wings of a stork, and they lifted up the basket between earth and sky. Then I said to the angel who talked with me, Where are they taking the basket? He said to me, To the land of Shinar, to build a house for it. And when this is prepared, they will set the basket down there on its base. Zechariah chapter 6. And again I looked up and saw 4 chariots coming out from between 2 mountains, mountains of bronze. The first chariot had red horses, the second chariot black horses, the third chariot white horses, and the fourth chariot dappled grey horses. Then I said to the angel who talked with me, What are these, my Lord? The angel answered me, These are the 4 winds of heaven going out, after presenting themselves before the Lord of all the earth. The chariot with the black horses goes towards the north country, while the white ones go toward the west country, and the dappled ones go towards the south country. When the steeds came out, they were impatient to get off and patrol the earth. And he said, Go patrol the earth. So they patrolled the earth. Then he cried out to me, Lo, those who go toward the north country have set my spirit at rest in the north country. The word of the Lord came to me, Collect silver and gold from the exiles, from Heldai, from Tobijah, from Jediah, who have arrived from Babylon, and go the same day to the house of Josiah, son of Zephaniah. Take the silver and gold and make a crown, and set it on the head of the high priest Joshua, son of Jehozadak. Say to him, Thus says the Lord of hosts, There is a man whose name is Branch, for he shall branch out in his place, and he shall build the temple of the Lord. It is he that shall build the temple of the Lord. He shall bear royal honor, and shall sit upon his throne and rule. There shall be a priest by his throne, with peaceful understanding between the 2 of them. And the crown shall be in the care of Heldai, Tobijah, and Jedediah, and Josiah, son of Zephaniah, as a memorial in the temple of the Lord. Those who are far off shall come and help to build the temple of the Lord. And you shall know that the Lord of hosts has sent me to you. This will happen if you diligently obey the voice of the Lord your God. Zechariah chapter 7. In the 4th year of King Darius, the word of the Lord came to Zechariah on the 4th day of the 9th month, which is Chislev. Now the people of Bethel had sent Shealtiel and Regem-melech and their men to entreat the favor of the Lord, and to ask the priests of the house of the Lord of hosts and the prophets, Should I mourn and practice abstinence in the 5th month, as I have done for so many years? Then the word of the Lord of hosts came to me. Say to all the people of the land and the priests, When you fasted and lamented in the 5th month and in the 7th, for these 70 years, was it for me that you fasted? And when you eat and when you drink, do you not eat and drink only for yourselves? Were not these the words that the Lord proclaimed by the former prophets when Jerusalem was inhabited and in prosperity, along with the towns around it, and when the Negeb and Shelepha were inhabited? The word of the Lord came to Zechariah, saying, Thus says the Lord of hosts, Render true judgments, show kindness and mercy to one another. Do not oppress the widow, the orphan, the alien, or the poor, and do not devise evil in your hearts against one another. But they refused to listen and turned a stubborn shoulder and stopped their ears in order not to hear. They made their hearts adamant in order not to hear the law and the words that the Lord of hosts had sent by his Spirit through the former prophets. Therefore, great wrath came from the Lord of hosts. Just as when I called, they would not hear. So when they called, I would not hear, says the Lord of hosts. And I scattered them with a whirlwind among all the nations that they had not known. Thus the land they left was desolate, so that no one went to and fro, and a pleasant land was made desolate. Take care. God bless. I'll see you next time.